I don't know exactly. Call this meeting to order. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Wilkinson?
Here.
Commissioner Justardens?
Here.
Commissioner Bird?
Here.
Commissioner Prunick?
Here.
Mayor Barry?
Here. All right. Item B, public comment, 4 minutes. Anybody have anything? All right, hearing none. Item C, consent agenda. All good with the consent agenda, or is there anything that?
Pulling the city manager report off.
Yeah, we can. You gotta make a motion.
I would like to make a motion to pull the city manager report off and make it 1A on the new business.
Support.
It's been moved by Commissioner Burt, supported by Commissioner Justardens to take the city manager report off the consent agenda and add it as item 1A. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that carries. But the rest of the consent
I move we
agenda,
approve the balance of the consent agenda.
I'll support.
moved by Commissioner Justardens, supported by Commissioner Prunick, to approve the remaining consent agenda. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that carries. Item D, new business, we'll start with 1A. We'll just get that taken care of, city manager report.
Okay, so there's a couple of things in here with the city manager's report. One is the question about how do we want to be notified with urgent items between meetings. And then the other aspect of it was the question about the non-motorized transportation plan, where it says that we are in compliance, where previously we were kind of left out where it was we bought some time kind of scenario. And so I was hoping to get some clarification on that, however you want to approach it.
Sure.
So,
Let's see. Well, I guess let's start with the alerts. Oh man, I can't remember what day it was. Was it the 30th? There was the blizzard.
29th.
29th.
Yep.
And then we ended up closing City Hall, which turns out fine. But that's something that I would love to kind of have you guys on the front line of knowing. And I didn't really have a great way to let you know.
Yeah, for me, text or email.
Yeah, text works best for me,
Yep. So, and,
Okay.
because every time my phone dings, I'm obliged to look at it.
Moving forward, if any something comes up, I'll just send a text, follow with an email, and that'll be the perfect way.
one question, do you plan on making these individual or do you plan on sending them?
Group text. Group
Oh.
text, and I probably, I guess, if I need a response, I'll let you know. If I don't need a response, I'll let you know.
So this is the reason why I'm a little concerned about it, is that if it's a group text, then that subjects us to FOIA.
I wouldn't say anything.
And open, well, it's
just
our
like-
personal phones. And so
Mm.
now all of a sudden, everything on my phone is subject to open
Okay,
records.
fair.
So that aspect does throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into it.
Okay, what do you suggest then?
I would either say an individual text would solve that, because it would not be a public forum, it would not be an official
I don't know if
notification.
an individual text would obviate that.
It,
It's an official
I don't think so
correspondence
either,
from
yeah.
the
I
manager
think
to a
email would
commissioner.
probably be the best then.
Right, yeah.
And
that's what I
individual
thought.
email.
Yeah.
if you guys are fine with losing the text message aspect of it, then I'm fine with it, because like an email's fine, plus the other thing too is that we also have Facebook and social media for some.
No, we don't.
I was saying some of us.
Don't
So-
put me in that, we all have it.
So, well, all right, the thing is that some of us, 4 out of 5 of us, have access to phones 100% of the time. I do not. I can't even get a phone call, and I can't even get voicemail when I'm at work, and City Hall is closed 100% of the time when I'm out of work. So I don't even have that option.
How
So
can we communicate with you at work? If we needed to, it was an
you
emergency.
you cannot. That's like, I have my breaks and everything, but like email's the best, because I can look at my email every once in a while. But if you leave a phone message, like when Sue leaves a phone message about can you make this meeting, by the time that I've looked at it and had a chance to go outside and respond, the meeting has already been set, because there's enough of other people to get that stuff done. So, and I've had to take vacation days to make up for it because I wasn't able to try to push for it most of the time. So, I mean, I think email's ultimately the safest and best option
Individually.
Individual.
Okay.
individually.
Okay.
So-
I don't check my email but once a day.
Well, if something's weird's going on, like weather,
Yeah.
now you know.
Yeah.
All right. Then moving on, did you have another?
Well, yeah, the other aspect of it was information about bringing us up to compliance with the non-motorized transportation plan and how that happened.
Yeah, so basically at the last meeting, we had this urgency for our non-motorized transportation plan. We were, at that meeting, we thought we were not in compliance with the Act 51 funding. So after that meeting, we kind of reviewed where we were at with the Act 51, discussed things with MDOT, kind of went back, sharpened our pencils, and turns out we are in compliance with the spending. So we were able to put together the requisite report, submit that to MDOT, and be in compliance before the end of the year, the end of the calendar year, I should say. And that lifted the requirement to submit that non-motorized transportation plan by X date. So we are off the hook at submitting that. And that's, yeah, kind of the rest of the story, or where we're at right now.
Who told us we were not in compliance?
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in 2024, we hadn't spent the correct amount of money, so that flipped us over into that status. We rectified that in 2025, and right now we are in compliance.
When does the transportation plan have to be in?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't have a concrete answer for you. As far as I understand, at this point, there is not necessarily a due date. We are kind of the driver of that due date. We have a good plan started. There's some money left to spend, not a lot. I know I would like to reshape the plan to make it a better tool for me to use. But I haven't really had a chance to talk to Coleman to see what their thoughts are on revamping it or how much it would cost. I don't necessarily want to spend beyond what was allocated.
The remaining budget, just to say it out loud, we have $3,458.25 remaining of a $17,000 budget. Do we need to use that within a certain amount of time?
As far as I understand, no.
Okay. And that wouldn't bite us later on by setting some kind of deadline on knocking us back out of compliance. It's okay that we've still got some money budgeted left.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? I'd look for approval on the city manager's report.
I'll make the motion that we accept the city manager's report as presented.
Support?
Moved by Commissioner Birch, supported by Commissioner Justardens to approve the city manager's report as presented. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 1, Coleman Engineering Company, November 2025 invoice for municipal boating access site construction Phase 2 in the amount of $6,655.25. This is for further engineering, is that correct?
It would be nice, and I'm going to move that we pay this bill. It would be nice when they provide an invoice like this to give us a short synopsis of what they did to earn that money.
I think that's fair.
Because this looks suspiciously like the last one we approved.
With support?
I will move that we approve it.
Yes. Okay. Moved by Commissioner Justardens, supported by Commissioner Wilkinson to pay the invoice from Coleman Engineering Company for the municipal boating access site construction Phase 2 in the amount of $6,655.25. Any more discussion?
Just a couple of questions real quick. Bob, did you have some? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay, sorry, I heard something and I just wasn't sure, so. Are we up to date with all of our invoices on this project?
I'd have to check on that.
All
Okay.
for what, I'm sorry?
Invoices,
Oh.
it's a services from November, December date, that kind of stuff. But I know that there's been a couple of times where we've had things come in, late invoices. And so, with this project kind of being up in the air with some other funding issues, I just want to make sure that we're up to date on everything, so.
Well,
And
good question,
Coleman
I don't
is
have
sending
the
it in the
answer right
time.
now.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I would think we would be, but because we didn't have any meeting after, until now, after December 22nd.
Yeah.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Item 2, another Coleman Engineering Company, November 2025 invoice, but this one is for the Washington Street Sewer in the amount of $15,860.
What he said, same thing.
Making sure this one doesn't have, oh, there it is. It was received the same day.
I move we approve the invoice.
Support.
Moved by Commissioner Justardens, supported by Commissioner Wilkinson to pay the invoice for Coleman Engineering, invoice for Washington Street Sewer in the amount of $15,860. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 3, appoint Gary Brazo to the Planning Commission.
I don't know him, and it's
Very
not
impressive.
surprised why, because he just moved here. It's him.
That's him.
Well, welcome to Munising, Gary.
Oh, I think you're gonna be.
Let me ask you, what made you settle in Munising?
I grew up in Escanaba,
Oh,
moved
okay.
away. And then every time my wife and I came back to the area, we have friends in Chatham. She fell in love with the area and I was happy to come back.
Good enough for me.
I just figured you liked snow.
Yeah.
You have an interesting background I'd like to chat with you about sometime.
Huge, I think it'll be a huge asset to the
Oh,
Planning
okay,
Commission.
think, yeah. Well, I'll make the motion, since I'm on the planning
Since he's
commission,
on
if I
it.
can do that, that we appoint Gary to the planning commission.
Support.
Moved by Commissioner Wilkinson, supported by Commissioner Justardens to appoint Gary Brazo to the Planning Commission. And then I'm going to ask for discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations and thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, item 4, street closure request for Michigan Ice Fest Street Party on 2/13/2026, Maple Street south of Alley to Onoda Street.
I have one question, Amy.
Yeah, I have to look up the date, because I slated it for the 13th and the 14th.
Well, it does, in fact, when I asked for the approval to approve it for the polar plunge on the 14th.
Oh, you did?
I,
Oh, you're going to?
yeah, because I saw that, and in fact, I called Carl.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Is 8 AM Friday to 8 AM Saturday
It's
enough time?
gonna be 4 PM
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah, we're usually down
I'm
by.
confused.
Well, what it's for is for the street dance that they do on Friday.
I understand,
Okay, and
yeah.
then Saturday is the polar plunge, and they need to set up the pool and do the whole thing, and then take the pool down. And they need the street closed until about 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay, so the Friday is the 14th, did you say?
Friday's the 13th.
13.
And
Oh,
then,
Friday the 3rd.
Yeah.
yeah, that's scary.
And then, then the polar plunge is, it's on the back
Morning of
actually,
the
Bob.
14th.
Oh,
It's usually open before 4 o'clock as well.
Yeah, that's what Carl was
Oh,
saying.
it just, yeah, it doesn't
Really
say,
quick overall.
yeah.
where,
okay.
where do we put that gazillion gallons of water when we drain it?
In the storm sewer.
This guy here.
I was asking him.
One time, maybe we'll fill it with beer. No.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Not actually going to impact my vote in any way, but the phrase south of alley throws me off a little bit because I understand that there's the alley aspect there, but based on a large amount of discussions about what is considered an alley and what is the city's responsibilities when dealing with snow removal around alley access points on the streets, do we have a setback? Do we have to have like a certain amount of feet away from that? Is it clear enough in the definition where everybody feels comfortable with it?
Well,
Like,
what we've done in the past, how we've done it in the past is, south of the alley because you need emergency vehicles.
right.
So, I don't know. I don't know if there's, you know,
It's just, it's one of those things where like, I know that there's been like, every once in a while, it's popped up. Like when trying to do like a food truck ordinance, when trying to do like a setback ordinance, when trying to do like what defined an event that required a closure, like it's happened a couple of times where it's about like, what happens with certain access points? And I don't know if it's ever been asked. So I guess that was kind of the, it seemed like a good casual time to bring this up.
Seems to me, I remember alley easements are 15 feet wide in the city,
I believe so.
so it's 15
Like
feet.
7.5 or 8 feet off center or something like that,
And there would be no
yeah. I mean, much.
other than that, you know, and where the alley crosses the street, there's no setbacks involved there that I can think of.
Okay.
And for like snow part as well, I mean, it's been scraped and usually salted so hard before, if we do get any snow or anything to come through there, it's
Yeah,
either
there's,
shoveled out or.
it was timeliness because of the snowstorm, but I know that it's popped up in other discussions. And so, if everybody's comfortable with it, it's fine. I just think it's been kind of something that's fallen through the whole administrative process a couple of times now, and thought I'd bring it up.
And it's probably a good 10 feet off the, I mean, it's basically from the alley, but try to be anyway.
I mean, in the house right next door is where I get all potatoes for Halloween every year, so like, it's not a big deal. It's just, it's one of those things where it's like, it's relevant based on the reason.
And we always talk with Justin as well, so he has access to his driveway. And the Bruce's as well.
Is there police presence down there?
And they have a, well, at least for Saturday, you have
Saturday,
state
yeah.
police dive team, is it?
oh, that's right, because they're involved.
Because you're gonna have alcohol on the street.
Yeah. Put it shut
We do
down.
not have police presence on the street party night, but they ride around, so they were very well to see what's going on right there. And back when Mr. Nettleton was here, that was one of his things too, but they can come in if they want to.
And it's in a tent, like, it's not like outside by
Yeah.
any means. It's-
Well,
Yeah, I know
so
what
you
you
can't
mean.
have alcohol outside the tent?
Right. No, it's either like walking into the tent, that's, I mean, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or a bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
No, there's
Okay.
no,
Mm-mm.
we
You're
don't
not
make
standing
it,
out in the middle of the street all the time, right?
no, we don't make it where there's,
Well, hey, I'm just,
no, sure.
there's liability problems. So
Yeah,
that's why-
we don't make it where, like, we give them the opportunity, we'll have a bouncer at the door that night, so it kind of maintains and
Yeah.
kicks and, you know.
And if we catch anybody
authorizes.
trying to do that, then they are gone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, no, it's good.
My only,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's a great idea, but, yeah.
Well, then I will move that we grant the request to close the street as requested from 8 AM on February 13th to 4 PM on Saturday, February 14th.
I'll support.
Thank you.
Moved by Commissioner Justardens, second Commissioner Bird with support to close Maple Street for the Ice Fest Street Party on February 13th and the Polar Plunge on February 14th until 4 PM. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Revision to Ray Anderson's contract, technical assistance, contract approval.
How much do you think you're gonna need him, Michelle?
You know, I just emailed him today and asked him for, I think the primary thing we want to use him for is for some contract language revisions. And I've kind of been bugging him, but I emailed him again today to get an hourly or a number of hours estimate. And he said he'd get back to me shortly, so,
Okay. And you know that does come out of your budget?
yes.
Have you,
So I do know.
have you reached out to Devin yet?
No, I don't know, is he available? I guess I didn't even
Yeah,
think
well,
about that
the last time I talked to him, he had a crying baby on his lap. Good for him.
yet. Yeah.
He's a stay-at-home dad. And I asked him specifically when you took the job, whether or not he was available for you to reach out to, and he said yes.
Oh, okay,
I will give you his cell phone number
that sounds good, thank you.
and his email. I'll introduce you with an email.
Okay.
He won't charge for his time.
Okay.
Well, this looks reasonable to me. What do we need to do?
I'll just make a motion, we approve the status change for interim city manager for his technical assistance.
All right, I'll support.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Wilkinson, supported by Commissioner Kernick, to accept the revision to Ray Anderson's contract as a technical assistance type contract. Any more discussion or questions?
One quick question for policy aspect. It says in the letter not to exceed 5,000, and I know that that is part of the discretionary spending capabilities of the city manager. Do we need to include that as part of the motion?
I don't think so.
No, because it's already,
Because it's part of the agreement itself,
yeah,
okay.
and, so, any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 6, UPEA revised M28 water system improvements project resolution in the amount of $184,261.71. So,
So we need to adopt a resolution for payment of the following amounts. $184,000 to Olson and Olson. And we will be reimbursed
99,
$99,087 of that. Is this getting close to the end?
I think there, yes, however, the definition of close could vary between people. I'm not 100% since I'm just jumping in, I don't have the full spectrum to
This
share.
is for the water lateral, all the holes we drilled all over town
Okay.
to see if we had lead
Yes.
water laterals.
it's for visual.
I was gonna say, this is M28.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, okay.
Yep.
So,
I think there's more spending to occur. Not much more.
I would ask if this is in the budget.
Question I don't have the answer to right now, sorry.
Okay.
But I'm assuming it is in the budget. But
All right. I move we adopt the resolution to pay Olson and Olson $184,261.71.
Of city funds,
I'm sorry?
of city funds.
Of city
City
funds.
funds.
That's us.
I'll support.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Justardens and supported by Commissioner Wilkinson to approve payment of $184,261.71 to Olson and Olson for the revised M28 water system improvements project resolution and to be using city funds. Any more discussion?
I have a question. Do you guys want to reapprove the RD portion in a motion, or are
That's-
you okay with previous?
Would it have to be done separately?
I mean, the resolution is written as part of the packet. That's one of the reasons why it's a little difficult to figure out to do that.
Yeah, so the resolution is a new resolution for the city funding. The RD funding was part of the original draw number 38, which had the totality of the 238, 283,
349?
349.58 coming from RD funding. RD funding does not cover all of that, therefore I requested that they provide us with a revision to draw 38, including both RD funding and city funding. So you've technically already approved the RD funding, but it was at a higher amount. RD didn't have the funds to release to us in that amount, resulting in 184,261.71 coming from city funding, leaving a remainder of 651 in RD funding to be utilized for, I believe it's slated for engineering.
$6.51, not
Mhm.
$600.
You know, I'm not sure if we need to do that, or if we should do it separately, I just don't know.
I
Well,
leave it up to you.
I think on the safe side, maybe to.
Can we do that resolution as it comes out?
It's all, I guess I don't understand your question.
Well,
It's up, it's here. I
Okay.
have the money, I have yet to release the funds due to the city portion not being approved yet.
So I would amend my motion to include the 99,087.87 from RD. I will amend my motion to make that part of the resolution.
And I'll still support it.
Thank you, Kristen.
Moved by Commissioner Justardens, supported by Commissioner Wilkinson to approve, now I go trying to reiterate, to approve the revised M28 water system project resolution to include the city funds of $184,261.71 as well as the RD funds of $99,087.87. Any more discussion? Okay, hearing none, roll call. I finally got one.
Got that part right.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
Aye.
Commissioner Justardens.
Aye.
Commissioner Bird.
He's reading.
Aye.
Commissioner Prunick.
Aye.
Mayor Barry.
Aye, motion carries. All right. Item 6, Coleman Engineering revised proposal for professional engineering services wastewater treatment facility improvement project.
I got some issues with this.
Oh, go for it.
We're being asked to approve $137,000 in preliminary engineering report development costs for the upcoming wastewater treatment facility improvement, which will result in a proposal to the USDA for grant funding that may or may not exist.
Exactly.
And I don't know that we have $137,000 to spend on a preliminary engineering report.
Well, I don't know if you saw it, I mean, this, what is it, HDR, they've got a lot of people involved in
Yes,
this.
they do, and it's a very detailed proposal, and I don't have any issues with the proposal aside from the cost.
But they're gonna be doing on-site, work, and there's a lot of them that will be coming on-site.
We have the luxury of tabling this, Michelle.
Oh, yes, I guess my intent, and this is probably a product of me being new to the process, my intent was to put this in front of you, and I mentioned it in my executive. I sent some questions to Coleman about the costs and just the scope, and I'd like to get some answers back from them. But the goal of this is to get this project started by the beginning of April, so I wanna kinda get it in the thought.
I have a lot of faith in Scott Nowak, and we've worked with him for years, and Coleman has always done good work for us.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get to nail this in. He needs to be here and explain this. I've never heard of this subcontractor before.
It's a nationwide contractor, I'm pretty familiar with them, it's a very reputable company. They specialize in wastewater, have offices all over the country, I think internationally as well.
Yeah, this one comes from Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Actually, the question I do have too is what is revised? So, I mean, if you can ask them that.
Okay, that's a good question. I don't
'cause
know this.
I couldn't see that they addressed the revision. And my other question is, what else are, I can never say the word correctly, leachate funds used for?
That's another thing I wanted to look at before kind of requesting you guys to sign. How are we gonna pay this? I know I'm talking with Ron, that was an idea, I used leachate funds to pay,
But I just wondered what they're already being used for. and,
right, that is a very popular fund.
Yeah.
That, and since starting in 2008, when we did our major infrastructure project, we looked real hard at the wastewater treatment plant and decided we could not afford to rebuild it. So we have incrementally improved those systems and facilities within the wastewater treatment plant since then, to the tune of millions of dollars. And we're looking at the need to build a new DPW. A new wastewater treatment plant's gonna be, what, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 million? And a new DPW is gonna be in the same price range, probably
Yeah, I'd
less.
say maybe more like 10 million,
I was gonna say, I
15
think
million.
wastewater's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. So we got some major capital expenditures to consider. I would recommend that we table this until Scott is available.
Right, somebody's gotta come up there.
No, not $137,000, he doesn't get to mail this one in. Especially since how the invoices we're getting from Coleman Engineering are without documentation about what services are provided.
Yep, I got a note on that, that we can request all of our invoices to come with a status update. That's something we can do easily, I'm sure.
So do I need to have a motion to table?
Motion to table,
I'll
I will
support.
make that motion.
Okay. Moved by Commissioner Justardens, supported by Commissioner Prunick, to table.
To the next meeting. Michelle, is that give you enough time?
Let's see, the next meeting is
The third Monday?
19th. I would say let's table it till the
February?
February meeting.
I
Yeah.
move we table this until the February, first meeting in February.
Okay. It's been moved by Commissioner Justardens, supported by Commissioner Prunick, to table this until the first meeting in February. Yeah, first meeting in February. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Public comment? Anybody? All right, hearing none. You need one?
Yes, I do. Just a couple of things. There's a meeting tomorrow requested by the city or the county treasurer, the Munising Marketplace Work Group, which I will attend to find out where, if anywhere, we're going with this Munising Marketplace project. We're meeting with Invest UP and most of the local stakeholders. In addition, I have been appointed to the board of directors for Room at the Inn in Marquette, which is the homeless shelter in Marquette and the family homeless shelter in Ishpeming, but they also have an outreach program funded by Community Action, which includes street outreach for homelessness in Alger and Marquette counties. So if you know of anybody who is in need of housing assistance or who is experiencing homelessness, you can send them my way.
Thanks, Brian. Jim. Actually, Michelle, did you want to comment on Safe Routes for School presentation from this morning?
Let's see, sure, yeah, so there was a Safe Routes to School teleconference this morning. I think basically the school or the Safe Routes grant application is due, mid-February?
Yep.
Mid-February, and the team wants to put forth, I guess, a resolution, just of support, I guess.
Two resolutions. You're gonna bring forward two, and they'll be here at the
Yeah, the next.
On the 19th?
19th. They will be here, Kevin and
Because it
Mike
involves
Travis.
more than a resolution of support.
No, yeah.
Right, but I mean, commitment includes a tangible commitment from the city to maintain the safe route.
So, yep, so they're going to be gathering, Kevin's has been tasked with a lot of homework to get the information for us, and then they'll be here to present. They're going away from the Varnum Street option, so that they've got some other options throughout the city. So, one is over by the school itself, so we'll see what they come up with.
Sorry, it's public comment.
Mm-hmm.
Are your guys' public comment done?
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're not coming in the same subject though.
I have a problem with getting information sometimes. That was something that kind of overlapped with the notification process, new starts and everything else like that. And when talking about some of the bigger issues that come through, getting a packet, 36 hours before a meeting, it's not enough to go through when we have people that are showing up with entire binders for the stuff. It can be difficult, and so
Yeah.
the timeliness of some of these bigger projects, it's difficult, regardless of what the project is, when you are such an informational deficit, to go in and do what we need to do to verify and talk about it and see what, people that live here think about some of these projects, because people still get surprised about what we do from time to time. So
Yeah, valid.
I would just kind of say, like, as you're getting set up with everything like that, and I know that it's overlapping with, you know, our clerk's responsibilities and stuff like that too, is that, like, new year, maybe get some of this information out about a project that we know that's coming up. Because if you guys know that things are gonna be on the 19th agenda, like, it would be cool to kind of get some of that stuff ahead of time and say like, hey, this is something that we are gonna have for the 19th, can you like send that to us?
Is
So-
sending it, portions of information for a meeting at a time fine, or should we change things and information and comes a whole week ahead, or some, kind of what?
More than same day.
Yeah, I mean, or like when we have larger packets too, like, I
We had this
mean,
Monday, didn't we?
What's that?
We had this packet Monday, didn't we? Yeah.
We always get our packets,
Right.
48 hours, or even a little.
Either way, I agree with you, if you've got a lot of information.
yeah, because I wanna
It's a
take,
valid point.
I wanna take the stuff based on the, you know, the validity of the projects, and so it can be difficult when we don't know what the people want. And so that's just kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah, and he will have information to us sooner than that, so make sure you get it. Anybody else? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn?
I'll support. Moved by Commissioner Wilkinson, supported by Commissioner Prunick to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.